Jnana-kosha, an encyclopedia of Vedic knowledge by Pact. Vedas. Rig Veda.
ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपवज्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणान् ब्रह्मणस्पतकान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिः
Jnana-kosha Upanishads, Rig Veda based Upanishad. The Nada Bindu Upanishad. The Nada Bindu Upanishad.
ओम वांग में मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो में वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् अविराविर्म एधि वेदस्य म आणीस्थः ऋतं मे मा प्रहासीः अनेनाधीतेन अहोरात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु मामवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम् ओम शांति शांति शांति।
Nada Bindu Upanishad. Om. May my speech be based on the mind. May my mind be based on speech. O self-effulgent one, reveal thyself to me. May you both be the carriers of the Veda to me. May not all that I have heard depart from me. I shall join together the day and the night through this study. I shall utter what is verbally true. I shall utter what is mentally true. May that Brahman protect me. May that protect the speaker, the teacher. May that protect me. May that protect the speaker. May that protect the speaker. Om, let there be peace in me. Let there be peace in my environment. Let there be peace in the forces that act on me. Nada Bindu Upanishad is the sound of meditation. A stands for Akara, U stands for Ukara, and M stands for Makara. At symbol A is the right side, U is the left side, and M is the tail, and the Ardhamatra is said to be the head. Rajoguna and Tamoguna are its feet. Satoguna is the body, Dharma is the right eye, and Adharma is left eye. Bhuloka is in its feet, Bhuvarloka is in its knees, Suvarloka is in its lion, and Maharloka in its navel. Janloka in its heart, Tapaloka in its throat, Satyaloka is between its eyebrows. A person who meditates can listen the sound of Sound of Om can never be created because it is uncreated, unceasing sound of silence, and this sound is called Nada. Sometimes I feel few things and statements in Upanishads are twisted and exaggerated. The person who recorded, wrote down or listened spiritual messages from others or his or her own and created Upanishads or any other spiritual books, she might have changed the information according to his or her untested assumptions. The real knowledge is only what we experience. Despite having so much spiritual resources, India could not get the proper growth reason The original information was twisted and manipulated just for blackmailing others. Temples are becoming more like a movie theater. No, I don't want to say all that. I'll go to the Nada Bindu Upanishad. Om. May my speech be based on the mind. May my mind be based on speech. O self-effulgent one, reveal thyself to me. May you both be the carriers of the Veda to me. May not all that I have heard depart from me. I shall join together day and night through this study. I shall utter what is verbally true. I shall utter what is mentally true. May that protect me. May that protect the speaker, the teacher. May that protect me. May that protect the speaker. May that protect the speaker. Om, let there be peace in me. Let there be peace in my environment. Let there be peace in the forces that act on me. Nada Bindu Upanishad, the sound of meditation. Om. A stands for Akara, U stands for Ukara, and Ma stands for Makara. At symbol Om, A is the right side, U is the left side, and Ma is the tail, and the Ardhamatra is said to be the head. Rajoguna and Tamoguna are its feet. Satoguna is the body, Dharma is right eye, and Adharma is left eye. Bhuloka is in its feet, Bhuvarloka is in its knees, Suvarloka in its lion, and Maharloka in its navel. Janaloka in its heart, Tapaloka in its throat, Satyaloka is between its eyebrows. Nada Bindu Upanishad says initially the nada sound is being heard at gross level, but as the practice increases, the nada goes subtle and subtle. While listening nada, mind shouldn't go elsewhere. When stable mind keeps on hearing nada, then with the nada, the mind is merged in Chidaksha. When mind gets divine things and enjoy, it automatically leaves worldly nonsense. If nada exists, mind also exists. When nada goes subtler and subtlest, mind also goes to no mind. That's what is needed. Prarabdha is employed in the Nada Bindu Upanishad, verse 21, as, O intelligent man, spend your life always in the knowing of the supreme bliss, enjoying the whole of your prarabdha, that portion of past karma now being enjoyed without making any complaint of it. The actual Nada Bindu verses say, the syllable A is considered to be the bird, Om's right wing, Upanishad its left, is its tail, and the Ardhamatra half meter is said to be its head. The Rajasic and Tamasic qualities, its feet upwards to the line, Sattva its main body, Dharma is considered to be its right eye, and Adharma its left. The Bhuvarloka is situated in its feet, the Bhuvarloka in its knees, the Suvarloka in its lions, and the Maharloka in its navel. In its heart is situated the Janaloka, Tapaloka in its throat, and the Satyaloka in the center of the forehead between the eyebrows. Then the Matra. Beyond the Sahasras, 1000 rate is explained, should be explained. An adept in yoga who bestrides the Hamsa, the bird, thus is not affected by karmic influences or by tens of crores of sins. The first matra has Agni as its devata, the second Vayu as its devata, the next matra is resplendent like the spear of the sun, and the last Ardhamatra, the wise, know as belonging to Varuna. Each of these matras has indeed 3 kalas. This is called Omkara. Know it by means of the dharanas. Concentrate on each of the 12 kalas. The first matra is called Ghoshini, the second Vidyanumali, the third Patangni, the fourth Vayuvegani, the fifth Namadhyeya, the sixth Aindri, the seventh Vaishnavi, the eighth Shankari, ninth Mahati, 10th Dhriti, the 11th Nari, and the 12th Brahmi. If a person happens to die in the first matra, while contemplating on it, he is born again as a great emperor in Bharatvarsha. If in the second matra he becomes an illustration yaksha, if in the third matra a Vidyadhara, if in the fourth a Gandharva. These three being the celestial host. If he happens to die in the fifth Ardhamatra, he lives in the world of the moon with the rank of a Deva greatly glorified there. If in the sixth he merges into Indra, if in the seventh he reaches the seat of Vishnu, if in the eighth Rudra, the Lord of all creatures, if in the ninth the Maharloka, if in the 10th in Janaloka, if in the 11th Tapaloka, and in the 12th he attains the eternal state of Brahma. That which is beyond these, Parabrahma, which is beyond the pure, the all-pervading, beyond Kalas, the ever-resplendent and the source of all Jyotis, should be known. When the mind goes beyond the organs and the gunas and is absorbed, having no separate existence and no mental action, then Guru should instruct him. That person always engaged in its contemplation and always absorbed in it should gradually leave off his body, following the course of yoga and avoiding all intercourse with society. Then he, being freed from the bonds of karma and the existence as a jiva and being pure, enjoys the supreme bliss by his attaining of the state of Brahma. O intelligent man, spend your life always in the knowing of the supreme bliss, enjoying the whole of your prarabdha. Even after Atma Jnana has awakened, prarabdha does not leave him, but he does not feel prarabdha after the dawning of Tattva Jnana, because the body and other things are asat, unreal, like the things seen in a dream to one on awakening from it. That karma which is done in former births and called prarabdha does not at all affect the person, as there is no rebirth to him. As the body that exists in the dreaming state is untrue, so is this body. Where then is rebirth to a thing that is illusory? How can a thing have any existence when there is no birth? As the clay is the material cause of the pot, so one learns from Vedanta, and Ajnana is the material cause of the universe, and when Ajnana ceases to exist, where then is the cosmos? As a person through illusion mistakes a rope for a serpent, so the fool, not knowing Satya, sees the world to be true. When he knows it is to be a piece of rope, the illusory idea of a serpent vanishes. So when he knows the eternal substratum of everything and all the universe becomes void, where then is prarabdha to him, the body being a part of the world? Therefore, the word prarabdha is accepted to enlighten the ignorant. Then as prarabdha has in course of time worn out, he who is the sound resulting from the union of pranava with Brahman, who is the absolute effulgence in it and who is the bestower of all good, shines himself like the sun at the dispersion of the clouds. The yogin, being in the Siddhant asana posture and practicing the Vaishnavi mudra, should always hear the internal sound through the right ear. The sound which he thus practices makes him deaf to all external sounds. Having overcome all obstacles, he enters the Surya state within 15 days. In the beginning of his practice, he hears many loud sounds. They gradually increase in pitch and are heard more and more subtly. At first, the sounds are like those proceeding from the ocean, clouds, kettle drum, and cataracts. In the middle stage, those proceeding from mardhala, a musical instrument, bell, and horn. At the last stage, those proceeding from tinkling bells, flute, veena, and bees. Thus he hears many such sounds more and more subtle. When he comes to that stage when the sound of the great kettle drum is being heard, he should try to distinguish only sounds more and more subtle. He may change his concentration from the gross sound to the subtle, or from the subtle to the gross, but he should not allow his mind to be diverted from them towards others. The mind, having at first concentrated itself on any one sound, fixes firmly to that and is absorbed in it. The mind, becoming insensible to the external impressions, becomes one with the sound as milk with water, and then becomes rapidly absorbed in Chidakasha, the Akasha where Chit prevails. Being indifferent towards all objects, the yogin, having controlled his passions, should by continual practice concentrate his attention upon the sound which destroys the mind. Having abandoned all thoughts and being freed from all actions, he should always concentrate his attention on the sound, and his chitta becomes absorbed in it. Just as bee drinking the honey does not care for the odor, or so the chitta, which is always absorbed in sound, does not long for sensual objects, as it is bound by the sweet smell of nada and has abandoned its flitting nature. The serpent chitta, through listening to the nada, is entirely absorbed in it, and becoming unconscious of everything, concentrates itself on the sound. The sound serves the purpose of a sharp goad to control the maddened elephant, chitta, which proves in the pleasure garden of the sensual objects. It serves the purpose of a snare for binding the deer, chitta. It also serves the purpose of a shore to the ocean waves of chitta. The sound proceeding from pranava, which is Brahman, is of the nature of effulgence. The mind becomes absorbed in it. That is the supreme seat of Vishnu. The sound exists till there is the akasic conception. Beyond this is the soundless Parabrahma, which is Paramatman. The mind exists so long as there is sound, but with its there is the state called Unmani of Manasa, the state of being above the mind. This sound is absorbed in the Akshara, and the soundless, that state is the supreme seat. The mind, which along with prana, Vayu, has its karmic affinities destroyed by the constant concentration upon nada, is absorbed in the unstained one. There is no doubt of it. Many myriads of nadas and many more of bindus become absorbed in the Brahma Pranava sound. Being freed from all states and all thoughts, whatever the yogin remains like one dead. He is a mukta. There is no doubt about this. After that, he does not at any time hear the sounds of conch or dundubhi. The body in the state of unmani is certainly like a log and does not feel heat or cold, joy or sorrow. The yogin's chitta, having given up fame or disgrace, is in samadhi above the three states. Being freed from the awakening and the sleeping states, he attains to his true state. When the spiritual sight becomes fixed without any object to be seen, when the Vayu prana becomes still without any effort, and when the chitta becomes firm without any support, he becomes of the form of internal sound of Brahma Pranava. Such is the Upanishad. Om, may my speech be based on the mind, may my mind be based on speech. Self-effulgent one, reveal thyself to me. May you both, speech and mind, be the carriers of the Veda to me. May not all that I have heard depart from me. I shall join together day and night through this study. I shall utter what is verbally true. I shall utter what is mentally true. May that Brahman protect me. May that protect the speaker, the teacher. May that protect me. May that protect the speaker. May that protect the speaker. Om, let there be peace in me. Let there be peace in my environment. Let there be peace in the forces that act on me. Here ends the Nada Bindu Upanishad as contained in the Rig Veda.